what bugs me? Spiders in a crawl space.
There is no stopping them, Ian. We'll soon be here.
How dare you, insect? How dare you interrupt my ascendance?
Sometimes we get asked to treat for spiders in a crawl space. Most people have never even been in their crawl space. Have you been inside your crawl space? Comment below and tell me why you had to go down there and how you felt. Some people are terrified of crawl spaces because of the tight spaces, and some are afraid of the creepy crawlies. Since most people don't bother entering the creepy crawl space abyss, how do they know what's even down there? Usually I get the call after the plumber or cable guys refuse to go under there to do their job due to spider webs. The customer is told that they have an infestation of brown recluse or black widows, and chicken little the sky is falling. Now I've done this long enough to know what is really going on. There are probably spiders and spider webs in their crawl space, but it's not a big deal. Let me explain. Is your house covered in spider webs? If so, when was the last time that you had them removed? Never, you say? Well, if they have been accumulating for years, it probably looks way worse than it is. When spiders abandon a web, they just leave it there. Some eat the web, but most just leave it. You likely won't even see it until dust starts sticking to it, creating your favorite haunted house cobweb. Over time, when you don't remove these, they tend to accumulate. Take a flashlight and shine it where the wall meets your ceiling. Didn't see those before, did you? You can often find spider webs and cobwebs where trees and bushes are too close to the house or around exterior lights. So why do spiders build the webs? To catch the food. If there is a tasty bug hangout because the exterior lights are attracting them, then that is the perfect place for a spider to build a web. Kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. When they build webs inside your home or in the crawl space, they're unlikely to catch a decent amount of food, especially if we've treated your home. So they abandon it, and you are none the wiser till it collects enough dust to motivate you to get the broom out and start sweeping the ceiling. The same thing happens in a crawl space. Under normal conditions, there shouldn't be much going on bug-wise in a crawl space because there isn't much to eat for any bugs. So the spiders that build webs down there starve, and then they pack up shop for greener pastures. Most people have never been in their crawl space, and even less have ever removed the spider webs down there, so they can build up to a Scooby-Doo haunted house level. That doesn't necessarily mean you have an infestation. It just means many spiders have tried and failed to hunt your crawl space. Most of the time what we see here in East Tennessee is camel crickets in a crawl, which is a fairly simple fix. But past that, not much is going to live down there. However, customers are concerned more about making sure the plumber can make the toilet flush and the cable guy ensures they don't miss their favorite show. They want the crawl space treated yesterday. So I explained to the customer that that is a terrible idea. And here's why. If we go down there and spray the crawl, the few bugs that are down there and the ones who pop their head in to check it out get repelled through the cracks around plumbing and electrical into the living space. Then they start to have issues inside the house. I had a lady years ago with this exact scenario who didn't want to hear anything I had to say and was willing to pay whatever it costs to get her TV running again. I told her what was going to happen, but she wanted it anyway. So I treated the crawl for spiders. I didn't see any, by the way. Just a bunch of webs. Guess who called about a week later? You guessed it. And now she needs more treatment that would not have been necessary had she listened to reason. She just had to have her daytime soaps. That's why we almost never treat a crawl space for spiders. One time I got a call and went to check out a crawl that was pretty clean. The plumber had claimed that it was a spider apocalypse down there. When I reported what I found to the homeowner, they put two and two together. The guy was in a hurry. It was a Friday. Didn't really want to do the job anyway. I've had that happen several times. Don't be that jerk. You freaked out the customer and wasted both of our times. At the end of the day, yeah, there's probably some spiders and spider webs down there. But they won't hang around long because there's nothing for them down there. And the brown recluse and black widows likely aren't there either because that's not the place they like to hide. Most of the time, it's a non-issue. If I have to go in a spider webby crawl, I just take a stick and carve a path, and rarely is a spider angry with me for destroying her home because she already moved on to the sunny side. If you have spiders getting inside your house, you need to reduce exterior lighting, cut foliage off the house, and have us treat it. They aren't coming from the crawl unless you have something else going on or you demanded to have your crawl space treated. You know what bugs me? Treating for spiders in a crawl. But I love to kill them where they actually are.
Look at me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're dead, alright? Can I go now?
I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.